Welcome to FNL Network. I am your host, Samantha Furden, and I am interviewing the cast and crew of our new reality TV show just about to launch, Courtney, the reality TV show of Courtney Stodden's life. Courtney, we're so excited to ask you all these questions about your new show. I love what an advocate you are for other women and how supportive and how vulnerable you are, and you just be yourself, and I really look up to you for that. What inspired you to do the show? Like, what inspires your art? I want to hear everything.
My life just is like a show, so it's just like kind of a no-brainer. Like, you can't write this stuff. Like, ever since like I came to Hollywood, I broke into the scene like overnight, and that was a lot. So I guess it's just like inside, kind of, the hard times.
What was your favorite part about filming the show?
Probably when the fire department came. That was kind of funny. On my birthday, we had like, we weren't supposed to have a fire, and my crazy boyfriend was like, who cares? Fire department came. It was crazy. That was probably my most like standout moment that I focus on.
Oh my gosh, I feel like that's life, right? Like something crazy always happens. That's what I think why people are so drawn to you and people love hearing your story is because it's like we all wish we could have a life like that. What would you want to share like with a younger Courtney that you've learned now?
I think I would say just like be happy and like love yourself. Like, don't put other people first so much. Like, love yourself and like know yourself and hang on to yourself would be something I would say.
I love that. Did anything, like, I really feel like more people should hear that, and I'm so proud of you for sharing your voice.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you, what was like the most unexpected thing you felt like happened on the show?
Unexpected. Probably like me and my mom fighting within like the first 5 seconds of filming. I was like, oh my gosh, it's more fighting. Like,
how are things going now?
Good. She's amazing. She's my mom.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much. You can really tell like family's so important to you because you like work through it. That's amazing.
Yeah, I try to just like, I mean, nobody's perfect, especially me, and so I just try to keep an open heart like with family.
How has having an open heart influenced your music and your passions?
So much. I couldn't have like a desire to be an artist if my heart wasn't open. I feel like you need the most open heart. That's why a lot of artists are tragic and a little crazy, because we kind of are like operating on the entire spectrum versus like, somebody else who's operating on a little bit less than you, but they can connect to your art. Like Mac Miller, for instance, like you have to operate on such an extreme like level. So it's hard to like separate that from your personal life, because especially when your life's like crazy like mine, yeah.
How do you get that separation between your work and professional life?
I think my dog. Like, where is my dog?
Where's Cartier?
Yeah. My dog has like saved my life. Yeah, Sir Cartier. I named him Cartier because obviously diamond. He's a diamond. But he's such saves my life. I love him. Like he's biting people. His innocence is so beautiful. Come here, baby. Oh, he's got his harness on. Oh, but this is my baby. Oh. This is the love of my life. And we spend so much time together, and he even shares my Starbucks.
Are you an animal advocate?
I am, for sure. Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's hot in here. It's hot in here.
Hey, Krista, what was your favorite part of filming the show?
Oh, the favorite part. Well, it was pretty wild, everything. So I guess the energy of the whole show, it was just, this show's real, and there's some real drama on it, and it's very intense, and so it's hard for me to say I really enjoyed the fighting and the intensity, but the energy of it, and my daughter's world is so fascinating, so opening up about, her day-to-day life and how we all relate together, I think that's pretty good there.
That's amazing. I think that takes real courage to be that vulnerable on camera, especially that it was all real. What did you learn about yourself in the process?
Well, I learned that I'm a lot stronger than I, have been in the past, that I'm growing stronger each day, each year, I'm a Christian woman, and I give God the credit for that. So I found myself stronger when the fighting started, and, usually I probably would have just broke down and bawled my head off, but I felt a strength, and I give that credit to God, because when you have children, I have 3 beautiful girls, and you just leave your life and your children in God's hands. And again, I felt His strength. It was fighting was intense and very heartfelt. So I'm just happy that Courtney and I are growing together and learning more about each other.
Hey, Chris and Cartier, what was your favorite part of filming the show?
My favorite part was just hanging out with my mom all day, because she's the best mom in the world, and I really love her a lot.
Oh, we love that. What happened that you didn't expect?
Well, a lot of things you don't expect when people are filming you all the time. Sometimes it's just like, when I gotta take a poop, I gotta take a poop, but they just film it anyways, and I told them not to do it, but they still do it.
You're sure funny. How do you think filming went?
I think filming went spectacularly. I gotta say that, I did my part. I made sure that nobody took advantage of mamas. And, that's all I can expect.
Aw, I love that. Cartier, we want to ask Chris some questions, so we're going to ask you what you think about things, okay? So my first question is, if Courtney asked you if Chris could go to therapy, would you be a good therapy dog for both of them?
I'd be the best therapy dog for everybody.
What happened that you didn't expect?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Typically reality TV is fake. It's all scenario driven. We set up scenarios, we kind of give guidelines, but Courtney absolutely rebelled against that. Everything had to be real. Everything had to be authentic. So we literally would tape all day, every day. We did for like a month, and we filmed her real life. Nothing is set up, nothing is fake. And that's why I said I was happy when it was done, because it was exhausting. It was the most exhausting production I've ever done. I came up with the idea for the show. I pitched it to Courtney. She liked it. I'm the executive producer, the director, and it was just a massive amount of work with my team, and it was nonstop, and it was just really, really intense. And I was very emotionally affected by a lot of the fighting, because none of us are perfect. All of us have issues with our family. I don't know anyone that says that they're perfect. If they do, they're lying. So it brought back a lot of issues that I grew up with, seeing the issues between, Courtney and her mom and Courtney and the friends, and it was pretty intense. So I had to detox for a bit when we wrapped the show.
I'm so glad. Do you feel like your hard work paid off?
Absolutely. I mean, it took a long time for the post-production team to put the show together, because there was so much to go through. And when I watched the show, I thought to myself, oh my God, because how do you edit together a story that's not fake or not scripted out? You have to find everything and kind of piece it together. I didn't edit it, right? But I worked with the editors for the vision of what we wanted to achieve, which was the reality of Courtney Stodden's life and her mother, the relationship they have, and the colorful characters within their friendship bonds and family and relationship and everything. So it's, the audience will see Courtney in a way they've never seen her before, and it's true and it's authentic.
That's so amazing. How did you even come up with this idea?
Oh, I met Courtney at LA Fashion Week many years ago, and we actually hit it off, and her mom was trying to hook me up with her. Her mom was pushing me to date Courtney. And I mean, look, she's beautiful and all, but she's just not my type. But we clicked, and something was there. So we continued chatting. I chat with her mom, and it was this whole back and forth with me and Courtney and her mom and some other people. Chris, her boyfriend, is now her manager. And we made this happen.
Out of curiosity, how long did it even take you to film the show?
A month. It was a month-long process.
Oh, wow. So you're an international award-winning producer and director on film. What even drew you to reality television?
Well, I like to challenge myself in ways and do projects I've never done before. So, I've made documentaries, I've worked in film, I've worked in TV, behind the camera, in front of the camera, and everybody in Los Angeles and Hollywood has tried to do a show with Courtney, and it's never worked. It's never succeeded, ever since she was 16 years old. And this was me challenging myself, like, is it possible for me and FNL Network to make this show on Courtney? So it was a challenge, and hopefully it's gonna pay off. I hope everyone likes it out there.
Well, I know we are all so excited to see it. Do you think there will be a Courtney Stodden show named Courtney Season 2?
I hope so. Let's see how this goes and if it gets legs, and if everyone, if you have Roku or Fire TV and you install FNL Network, and you can watch like many behind the scenes things, and then on Amazon Prime the full show will be there, and hopefully we will, and we'll do spin-offs and all, other types of programming from the show.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, Rocco. Do you have any additional comments to add for your viewers and fans?
Thank everyone. Thank you all over the world for watching and supporting FNL Network and all the different various programming that we make. It's incredible when I look at the locations of where people are watching from, and it's really all over the world, not just America, but all over the world. People watch us and watch our content, and I'm really thankful to my team. Without my team, the core structure of the people that you don't see behind the camera, Samantha, Jesus, Steven, Ira, Lucy Norris, oh my God, I'm trying to remember everyone's names. Emily Swift, Carol Alt, just everyone that's involved with FNL Network in any and every capacity. Those are the people making this happen. This is a grassroots. FNL Network isn't some major corporation like Coca-Cola. It's me and my team. And I'm just the face, but it's everyone behind me. So thank all of you and all the fans that watch us.
Hey, Sham, what was your favorite part of filming the show?
Hey, Sam. My favorite part of filming the Courtney show was, oh my God, honestly, I don't know. I really don't know, because there were so many moments that were so memorable, but I would say when there was a fucking fire and we had to call the fire trucks, but I don't want to give anything away, so you guys just watch and see what happens. But like, honestly, Courtney had a pretty bright idea for her birthday, let's just say. And by bright, I mean fire.
That's amazing. So what did you learn about yourself while filming this?
While filming this show, I learned that, honestly, not so much about myself, but about Courtney, because I've known Courtney since she was 19. We've been friends for, I guess like 6-7 years now. And I learned about her because she opened up in a way on the show that I wasn't really expecting. And I kind of give her a lot of props for that. It's really hard to just like be that vulnerable, and she really let her guard down and just let the cameras see everything. But in terms of like formatting for reality shows, I mean, I've done myself, several different shows, for major networks, and this show was unique because there was very little direction from the producers and people working on the show. They just kind of put the cameras on and were like, go. And they let us be ourselves. Nobody on reality TV is like 1,000% themselves, because I don't want to say they're themselves, but they're like a more, I guess, like a version of themselves that's like amplified. You know what I mean? Like where all the problems are amplified, the drama's amplified and all that. So this is no different. Reality TV is real, but it's dramatized reality. You know what I mean? But this was unique in that the producers were not telling us, we want to hear you talk about this or we want to hear you talk about that. They just let it go.
Yeah, that's a really unique approach. So when they just let you could take whatever direction, after our viewers have seen the show, what would you want to tell your fans about the direction you took on the show?
Well, I would just tell my fans to tune in because thank you guys for even being a fan. I consider my fans my friends. I don't even use the word fan. It's a bad word to me because people who love me, I love them. They're my friends. And I would just say to my friends, my homies out there, do tune in to FNL Network. FNL Network has amazing programming that's really cool. And you can download it from Roku or Fire TV right now. And that's how you're going to see Courtney's show, by downloading FNL Network. You see it right here. FNL.
I love it. How were you a supportive friend to Courtney on the show?
So basically, I feel like Courtney is the kind of person that does need a lot of support. She's very sensitive, very emotional, and I'm the same way. I can relate. So I've tried to just kind of, give her the support that she needed, and I felt like on the show, so many things unexpected happened that I couldn't really keep up, and there were so many other characters. You know what I mean? I'm a pretty big character myself, just in who I am. I'm a drag queen. What drag queen is subtle? But there were some other people on the show that came on that I wasn't expecting them to be like, even in Courtney's life, and she has so many different people in her life that. I think as a celebrity, that's how it is. Naturally, you have people coming and going constantly in your life. And at the moment that we taped the show, she happened to have a very interesting group of friends, So I was just glad to be included. Honestly, I was really glad to be included. And I really am grateful that Courtney, can see like something in me. I feel that she feels comfortable enough to be friends with her. It's an honor being her friend. It really is.
Well, that's amazing. Sham, I know you have some artwork, and I was really curious to hear about what inspires you with your art.
Well, thank you. I do artwork, that is true. I can paint more than just my face. And my art is inspired by pop culture. I've done so many different portraits of celebrities. I give them to celebrities. I've given them to all kinds of different celebrities. You can just Google me and find my stuff if you put my first and last name. My name is Sham, like shampoo without the poo, and last name Ibrahim, Ibrahim. I'm sorry it's so complicated, but that's how you can find my artwork. I'm a big weirdo. I don't have a website. I don't have a Wikipedia. I don't have an IMDb, QRSTUV, none of that stuff. But on Google, because I've been in the news, thank God, and on TV, you can find the shit about my artwork. But Rocco, who owns FNL Network, was so awesome to see my potential. And thank you, Rocco, for putting me on the show. It was part of Rocco, too. He was the producer, and he gave me the chance. So thank you.
Amazing. Well, thank you, Sham, for being here and speaking with us today.
I love you. I love FNL Network.
What was your favorite part of filming the show?
Funny enough, it was Sham. We'd met a while before at Krista's wedding, and we kind of didn't hit it off, so I had kind of a bad impression of him. But he's so cool. We had so much fun on and off camera. He's a really, really cool guy. We had a good time. You know what, looking back, I think I was so in the moment. I wasn't really paying attention, so I was just kind of doing. They did get me to lose my temper. And I tend to swear like a truck driver, so I'm sure there'll be a lot of bleeping going on. But yeah, I think that was kind of the most unexpected thing out of me.
I heard that all the show was real. Is that true?
Yeah, shocking. I kind of thought reality was going to be a little more acting. It's not. It's real. They just, you end up in these situations and the real you comes out no matter what. You can't kind of fake it. It just kind of happens. And I think that's what makes it really good. It's not one of those overly scripted, weird kind of shows. It's like real.
Hey, Dr. Craig Clark, what was your favorite part of filming the show?
Oh, well, gee, it's an honor to be trusted with the personal feelings. It's very difficult for people in the entertainment industry, and then for them to open up and share with you is it's a real honor to be a part of it. So I appreciate being trusted and having this opportunity.
That's amazing. So when talking to celebrities about their life, how do you know to give them advice when maybe it's something you haven't necessarily been through before?
Well, the trick is to try to get them to discover the advice by themselves without actually telling them what to do or suggesting what direction they should move. the entertainment industry is very taxing for people. It doesn't matter whether you're striving to become somebody or actually becoming famous. When you become famous, your life becomes chaotic in ways you have no way of anticipating. And then when you lose fame a little bit and it drifts away a little bit, it becomes even more difficult. It's a very difficult industry.
What was your favorite part of filming the show?
My favorite part of filming the show, I think, was towards the end. Krista and I were filmed in the cemetery that actually where we're going to be buried someday. And to me, that is about as real as life itself is looking to the end of life and talking about our relationship with Courtney, my stepdaughter, and talking about how meaningful that life really is, not just here on earth, but in heaven.
I love that. And I love your talk on spirituality. Were you spiritual before you met Courtney's mom, Krista?
Yes, I was spiritual. I'm a Christian, and when I met Krista, right away I knew that she was Christian, and so that's one reason that we bonded. Actually, Krista is the first time I've been married is to Krista 5 years ago, and then we met at a Starbucks in Hollywood, and the very first day we met, we expressed our faith.
Hey, Holly, what was your favorite part about filming the show?
Working with the whole team. I love that I got to express my passion, health and fitness, and share it, which is what I love to do most.
What made you first interested in health and fitness?
Well, it is what inspired me to own gyms, which is what I do in Canada. And I don't know, I guess as a young girl, I could never be taller, I could never be quite as skinny, but I could always be strong. And so then that's where I found fitness. I fell in love with fitness and started opening gyms, and then I started competing, and it was just a beautiful way to share what I loved with the world, and it got me into social media, and the rest is history.
Hey, Janet, how did you get involved with the show?
I actually had worked with Rocco before in one of the shows, and he invited me to produce along with him the Courtney show. So it was an invitation, and I accepted. It was a challenge, a reality show. I never had done it before. So
that's amazing. How did you grow as a producer taking on this new project?
My background is journalism, so it was really different from going to hard news into a reality show, but it was a great experience. It was amazing.
Oh, that's amazing. What things did you learn doing journalism that you brought to the table doing this project?
Wrap things up like super fast. Actually, working with the camera, the angles, and directing the cast, doing the research is something that you bring into from journalism to reality, the reality show.
Okay, tell me about the location we are hosting this event right now.
Hi, how are you? This is my hair salon. We just opened a year ago. This is the exclusive Rodeo Drive where normally all the famous people comes here. And actually, well, for me, has been an honor to be here, also with you and all that. And in my opinion, this is a perfect location because we are inside the Rodeo Collection Mall and we are downstairs, and so we have a lot of parking, and it's kind of a hidden place, but not so much, and it's not so exposed for some people that actually not like to be noticed.
Yeah, I love it. It's like a hidden gem. What made you fall in love with doing hair?
Well, actually, I've been related to the fashion industry and the beauty industry for all my life. And, this is the center of the world, Beverly Hills, LA. Everything is about fashion, movies, entertainment. So I had to try here. And in my opinion, this is the best place in the world for the beauty industry.
That's amazing. What inspiration do you bring to the industry?
I'm not so sure. My English sometimes is not so. It's not my first language, so in my opinion, here is the place to be for the beauty and the fashion industry. Not only New York, but LA, especially Beverly Hills. We are surrounded for the most of the most important brands in the world about fashion. All the luxury brands are around here. So, in my opinion, it's the best place to be.